All right. So here's what I want to do today. I really just want to go through the basics of getting started as if you're a brand new person. So, and how many of you guys are, if is anyone on here brand new today? Like you've only been in three for a little bit. The thing, any you can raise your hand or your virtual hand. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Welcome to the team, Debbie. Anybody else? I don't see anybody else yet, but let me see. Anybody else? Oh, Michelle, her first onboarding. Awesome. Awesome. I'm so excited. All right. So we've got a few people that you're like, okay, what to do, right? We're just getting started here at 3 International. You're excited about your products. You're excited about the results that you're going to start seeing. You want to know how to share them with others. At the same time, you're like, well, what are the basics? How does one get started? And hopefully each and every single one of you already received a team welcome letter. So the first thing that we do, good. Thank you, Debbie, for confirming. I know, Michelle, you did too, because I sent it to you. So it is a team welcome letter, and that is like our standard, just getting started, must send that out. And the reason I do that is to, as we go forward, and maybe, you need to know what your goal is, right? Maybe if I were to ask you if time and money weren't an object, what would you want to be doing with your life? How much money would you want to make? What's going to make building three worth your time, right? So we may want to start with that. You might want to jot down like one or two goals. Like, I'm so excited to, incorporate the GLP-3, lose weight, feel great, share it with others. And if I was earning an extra, I don't know, $500 a month or $1,000 a month or per week, whatever that goal is for you. We want to start with that. So I always say begin with the end in mind, which means there's a reason that you said yes to three. There's a reason that you came here. You're like, okay, I got excited about either the product, the business, or both, right? And so it's usually one of the three. So if you're on here, I'm not going to do a bunch of product training today, but what I am going to do is I am going to do a lot of three training today, which means, we're going to help you set your business up for success. So the first thing we want to identify was your goal. Where am I going with this? What do I see myself doing? What do I see three doing for me in my life? So take a quick second. Yes, this is going to be somewhat interactive. So make sure that you guys, and for those of you guys who have been in three for a long time, you might reassess. You might have a new goal now. You might already be earning $500 a month in three, and you're like, I'd like to earn 1,000. I'd like to double that goal. Or if I'm earning $1,000, I'd like to earn $1,000 a week, right? Whatever that looks like for you. So we're going to start with that goal in mind. And I do want to congratulate anyone on here who is already qualified brand ambassador. You have your two, you've opened up your business center, like congratulations. That's the first step for success. Any one stars in the room, raise your hand if you're a 1-star. Congratulations in the Zoom room, our virtual room today. Okay. You're in the right room if you're in 3. If you're a 2-star, congratulations. Woo woo. And if you're a 3-star, my goodness, congratulations. Like, you really are on your way to building it big. I always tell everybody, if you can hit the rank of 3-star, which you guys, if you're brand new on here, these are just fancy names for the amount of money you're earning and the type of team you're building. So if you're a 3-star, congratulations, because how we build a 6- and 7-figure income is by building leaders backed by leaders backed by leaders. So 3 stars backed by 3 stars backed by 3 stars backed by 3 stars. So I always say, when you come in, if you say, I want to build a big book of business, I want to make a lot of money, I want to be a 6- and 7-figure income earner, which every single one of you has the opportunity to do here. You've got to put your own oxygen mask on first, right? You got to go QBA, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. And once you hit 3-star, now you can reach down and start pulling people up to the rank that you've achieved. Let me know if that makes sense. I hope you guys are with me. Okay. So we can only take people to where we've been, right? We can only ask people to do what we've done, right? So that's why this is so key. I'm so glad you guys are on here today, because we're going to go through the basics of how to earn a lot of money in 3. And that's my goal for you. Whether you do it or you don't is up to you, right? I always say, if it is to be, it's up to me. And so that's what we're going to do. But you've got to know how to play the game. You've got to know how to play the game to win, right? Like, what's the rules of the game? Okay. And that's what this basic training is going to be about today. So I'm going to share my slides with you guys real quickly. We're going to dive in. Let me know when you guys can see this. Oh, I've got one screen up, going to move another, going to pull this guy down here. All righty. And we are going to start here. So this is our back to basics training. So for those of you guys who are like, well, I need to get back to basics, I'm glad, especially with this new GLP-3 product that we have here. The company has released, never before have I been a part of a build where it's so simple to share with people what we have. And everybody is looking for weight loss right now. I just got to say that. They really are. I mean, people literally are dying to be thin in so many ways. And it's almost shocking, right? I mean, they're like, oh, I got to lose the weight, right? I need knee replacements, but I can't do that until I lose the weight. Or I'm going to have, my cardiologist keeps saying, if I don't lose the weight, I'm going to have a heart attack. But then they go to Mexico to get their stomach cut out, and then they're sick the rest of their life and losing their hair and not holding on to lean muscle mass, but they're thin. So they might not have a heart attack, but now they have blood pressure issues and they have diabetic issues because they can't stabilize their blood sugar. Okay, so I just went into a whole health training. I should not have done that. Anyways, you can tell my background is in personal training, health and wellness, and I really care about people. And the reason I like to build big books of business is because I know I'm serving a lot of people. What is the definition of an entrepreneur? It's solving problems for a profit. That's every single one of you who said yes to 3. You're now an e-commerce entrepreneur simply because you paid $30 and you're a brand ambassador. And anyone who you go out and share this with, it absolutely could transform their life. We're giving them natural solutions for weight loss, natural solutions for injectable GLP, natural solutions for everyday wellness that allows them to live in a long, healthy body for life. So you can see where my passion is. This is why I don't stop talking to people, because I've seen what happens when we do. All right. So the first thing, and you probably already did this. If you're on this call today and you're brand new, you've already done this. Okay. You've come in, you've enrolled for $30. You've become what's called a brand ambassador. You're not a customer. You're a brand ambassador. Yes, you're consuming the products, but you're a brand ambassador, which means you've opened an account for $30 in 3. The next thing you did is you placed an initial order. I like for every single one of these to be 100 CV or better. The more products I can get in your body at once, the better experience you're going to have. And what I'm after is a story. I can't market somebody who doesn't have anything to share, right? And so you want to come in, and it doesn't have to be a big story. I'm just saying you got to have something to share. So you need to have products in your body. You need to be able to be an example of that. So you've got to place an initial order of at least an intro pack or better. The next thing you would have done is you would have set up your smart ship. This is very important. It's very important that you set yourself up for success. There's 3 parts to this that are massive for your future financial goals in 3. The first part is that the company rewards you. They give you a 10% discount for setting up your smart ship, which means every single time you order, you're paying less because you're getting the products every 4 weeks. It's like Amazon Subscribe and Save. So you're saving money on the products. The second thing is for loyalty customer rewards, for every 6 months you're on smart ship, the company is going to send you $100 back for free product. How would you like that? I know you guys order products from Amazon. I know you guys order products from Whole Foods. I know you guys go into places. It doesn't even have to be supplements. It can just be food, but they're not sending you back $100 reward certificates every 6 months that you place an order, right? We are. So $200 for a whole year of SmartShip. The next thing is this is the glue that holds your business together. So for those of you guys who don't just want to do one-off, customers and things like that, you want to build a long-term legacy income, you cannot do that without people being set up on SmartShip. So this is a membership. SmartShip is a membership, right? Where they get their products every 4 weeks like clockwork, and you don't want to change the date too much because that's what keeps you active, qualified, and commissionable. You just want to leave it as is, and you just want to set it up. It could be 1 box of Eternal. That's the lowest pay to play, basically. I hate even using that word, but that's your lowest rent in your business is 1 box of Eternal. It's $110 a month, keeps you active, qualified, and commissionable. All right, so 60 CV stands for customer volume, or PV, personal volume. It just must have that set to 60. That's how you build large residual incomes, is making sure everyone's set up on SmartShip. And then the next thing you want to do if you're brand new is you want to recruit 2. You want to enroll 1 person on your left team and 1 person on your right team, and you want to help them do the same. You want to open up that distributorship, right? If you were to go spend $1.5 million on a Chick-fil-A franchise and nobody came in the door, would you be in business? No, it's the same thing here. You've got to have customers. You've got to have people who walk through the door, right? So you've got to recruit at least 1 on the left and 1 on the right. Okay, and we're going to talk about what that looks like. We build 2 sales teams of people here, or 2 teams of people here who share. We build a left team and a right team. So you become what's called QBA. So instead of being an active brand ambassador on SmartShip, now you've gone into qualified brand ambassador status, which means you have the ability to earn up to $17,500 per week. So just for having those first 2 people in, you've opened up your book of business to have the potential to earn 6 figures. Now, what are we going to do with it? The only thing missing is the volume. The only thing missing is you building out a big business. So when we look at the team commission structure, it looks like this. You come on board, some of you came on board with a 15 bottles of GLP-3, so you probably spent around $9.99 or $1,000, and that would say 500 PV underneath it, okay? But right now it's saying 1,000 PV. All right, so let's say you come in there and you have Bob the builder. You call your best friend Bob and you say, Bob, I've recently partnered with a new proactive wellness company that specializes in GLP-3, which is a natural alternative to weight loss. I think it'd be a benefit to you to get on this bandwagon and start sharing it with other people. It's, going like hotcakes. Give me your credit card. Let's go. Bob's a builder, right? So he's a business guy. So you might be able to say something like that to Bob. Okay. So Bob comes on board and you enroll him on your left team. That opens up that team. Okay. Then you talk to Sue, the sharer, and Sue is like, she's super happy and upbeat and she loves people and she's got a large network, but she wants to lose weight and feel great. And she feels like if she saw results, she'd share it with other people, right? So you talk to Sue and you say, Sue, I've recently partnered with this new proactive wellness company. We're launching in our area. I'm so excited to bring partners on board. I'm looking for people to partner with that would be able to get the word out about these incredible products that we have, and you can do it globally. So you're not just limited to your brick and mortar area. Would you like to get started? And she might say something like, for you, I would. So yeah, Sue, give me your credit card. Let's open up your account. We'll get you in. Now you've opened your right team. Okay. So what happens is when you do this, when you become qualified brand ambassador, which is what you just did here, because each one of them came on with an intro pack or greater, you've started developing what's called team commissions. So team commissions is my favorite thing to do because yes, we earn retail sales, 25% commission. Yes, we earn introductory bonuses. That's quick cash, that's fast cash. This is where you build a residual income. This is beach money. This is the kind of money that you get to retire with. This is where you get to buy more than one home. This is where you get to pay off a mortgage and pay for your cars and get your kids in college. Okay? Paid for. This is how you do that by opening up Bob and Sue. Then what you're going to do is you're going to help Bob and Sue do the same. They go down, they recruit too, right? So what happens is the company pays you unlimited commissions on both left and right team through something called cycles. Cycles, you want to become a professional cycler. Cycles is anytime the company can find 600 CV, 600 customer volume on one leg, and 300 CV, 300 customer volume on the other leg, then what happens is every time you hit that 900 CV between both sales teams or both teams of people, boom, the company sends you out $35. And you're like, that doesn't seem like very much money, Adrian. $35 for 900 CV. What does that mean? Well, yes, it is. It's like that concept. It starts compounding and duplicating. We get paid through everything that comes underneath us, regardless of depth, whether you do it or Sue does it or Bob does it or somebody that Sue brought on board or Bob brought on board, right? So how fast can we help people get there too? If that's all you focused on, how fast could you help people get there too? Because in this example, you can earn up to $21,000 per week, which I've heard some people could live with, right? So what happens is you start going 2, 4, 6, 8, you're about 80,000 per month just in team commissions, not including leadership check match, not including retail commissions, not including introductory bonuses. This is just the one way I really want you to grasp how to set yourself free. This is the kind of money that allows you to be able to do work once and get paid on over and over and over and over and over again. If you can each help at least 2 people see the value in getting started, getting on SmartShip, and then helping them do the same. Okay, so you don't need a huge team to earn, but you do require momentum, which is understanding how important it is to sit down with you guys, my friends here, and my brand new person and say, how quickly can we get you to? That's going to help you open this up. All right, I know I went through that kind of methodically, but it's because if this is the only thing you ever grasped, you could literally build out businesses up to 100,000, 250,000 per month. The sky is the limit here. Okay. So that's why this is so important for some of you guys who said, hey, I have a goal to feel great, but also if I shared it with 2 people and helped them feel great, and then shared it with 2 people who helped them feel great, I could build a big book of business. Okay. This is what it looks like. So when it starts coming in, you might come in and I would ask this commitment of you. I would say, can you give me a year of part-time work? Full-time here is probably not more than 10 hours a week, unless you're traveling like I do at this point. But full-time when I first started was I had a half-hour lunch break and I had an hour after I put my kids to bed at night when I was a single mom getting started. So I had an hour and a half in my day and built a six-figure business. You can too, right? So in that half hour, I would tee up conversations to get people excited because my goal was to get two who got two who got two. And then in the evening, I would do Zoom calls with them, or I'd go to a live event and I would always have at least two people running through that door, two people per day. Two people per day keeps the bill collector away. That's just something I always had in my head because my mentor taught me that. All right. So what happens is if you recruit two in your first month, this is not even, you could do two in one day. You could do two in a week. You could do two every week. Okay. But let's just say for the sake of time, 1 month. So two, you bring on two, you help those two. It takes another month for you to get another two. This is moving very slowly, okay? It takes you another month to help those two get their two. And you've got 8 people in your third month. It takes another two for them to get their two, right? You've got 16 in your fourth month. 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 10, 24, 20, 46, 20, 40, 96. You add all of these people up, you have 8,000 people in your organization by month 12. And this is in a perfect world. We times that by 100 CV, that intro pack, if they all started with an intro pack, that's 819,000 in CV. We times that by or divide that by our 900 cycle. This is our cycles, just the cycle pay. That's $35 per cycle. That's 31,850 per month in a year. If you stay focused, if you stay consistent, if you help two get two, right? Well, what if you don't? What if you don't have 10 hours a week or an hour or 2 hours per day? What if you have it 30 minutes per day? What if you only have a weekend because you're working 2 jobs like I was, right? Well, maybe 50% of that happens. Maybe you end up earning around $15,000 per month in your 12th month. What if only 0.25% of that happens? Maybe you only earn $7,000 in a month, right? I'm saying only like that's chump change. But for a lot of you guys, if you were earning an extra $7,000 per month, you'd be able to quit one of your jobs, right? So, and what if only 10% of it happened? You're earning an extra $3,981 per month in commissions. You're failing. People are telling you no. You're failing 90% of the time. And you're earning an extra $3,000 per month. Now tell me how committed you could be. This does not take much. It just takes a little bit of consistency. And you'll do it. And the numbers don't lie. And this is something I have taught and trained on for 17 years in this profession. The numbers don't lie. Trust. Okay? So now ask yourself, what would I do if time and money were not an object? How many people would I write down on a list? How many people would I contact? How many people would I share this with? How many people could I help? How many people could I bring towards a healthier lifestyle if I was willing to open my mouth and share? So now that you understand the power of SmartShip and getting your two, we're going to dive into some logistical pieces here about how to build a big book of business. And the first one is that you've got to make your list. And you have to track your success because you're starting a business, right? If you knew at a minimum you could be earning an extra $3,000 per month, I mean, I've seen people do that in 2 weeks. You don't have to wait 12 months. Once you get into it and you start really building and you start really talking to people and training, I mean, you guys are going to see how excited people get, how passionate they get about what we have to offer, and it becomes almost addicting. It's how many people can I serve today? You'll forget about your paycheck. How many people can I serve today? And all of a sudden you can write down 50 names, 100 names, 250 names straight out of your cell phone. You'll go into your cell phone and you'll make this huge list. You'll either download the focus book that we have in the WhatsApp group, which I need to get on the website, or you'll download a list from the website. So let me escape real quickly. And I'm going to take you to our ourlegacymakers.com. Okay. And you're going to come in here and see that directly on the homepage. Make this bigger. Okay. We're going to welcome you. And this is, by the way, what the welcome letter sends. So see this welcome getting started checklist. If you click here, it has all the things, right? So it goes in and it starts talking about the 3 International app, the team calendar, the community on Facebook, the back office login, okay, all of this stuff. So it's talking about downloading your app, which hopefully every single one of you have done already. We're going to go through that too. This goes through everything. And here, look, it even talks about a 60 CV order is sent every 28 days to keep you active. You can adjust the products and shipping dates, but try to leave the dates as is as to not disrupt volume accumulation. I have had people who come back that they get the products every single month, without fail. And what happens is I call them back in like 90 days from now. I'm like, do you realize you have 30,000 CV banked down one leg? And if you were to actually share with two people, you'd start activating that and getting paid on that. That could be an extra, $500 a month to you. Would you do it? Right? So make sure you send this welcome letter to every single person. If you haven't seen it yet, it's here. I'm actually in the process of updating it because we have the new WhatsApp. I think I did it here. Let me see. No, I've got to update that, but I'll put the WhatsApp link in the group, or if somebody wants to put the WhatsApp link in the group for anyone who's new, who's not in it yet, we can do that. Okay. So the next thing is this talks about SmartShip. This link, it goes right back. I realize I'm doing a little bit of a recap. Okay. But I just wanted to show you what's on there. It's going to teach them how to set up their own SmartShip and the importance of SmartShip and why. Okay. And then if you come over here, it's going to talk about the 3 app. It's going to take you to the 3 app. Here, it's going to take you to the Facebook community. Okay, so you guys want to find ways to get plugged in, because the more plugged in you are, the more success you're going to have. It's like, trying to get warm being 6 feet away from the fire. You're like, oh, I'll watch the recording later. Okay, but if you could be live, would you? And if you knew 2 people in your team that could be live, wouldn't you want them on? Because that's us doing training for you. Every single morning, if you look on the team calendar here, and this is where you're at right now, every single morning, we do this morning mastermind huddle. This is in Central Time. And there should be these 2. I need to update this. Okay. Oops, I went back to the welcome letter by accident. I was trying to move this page down. Okay, and then here you are on onboarding right now. Well, if you click on these, okay, it's gonna, well, nothing's gonna show. I have to really update this. I'm so sorry, but know that it's there. This is the schedule, and it's also in the WhatsApp group. You can click here or here, and it'll take you straight to those Zooms. All right, so that is that. So that's that. Okay, now if we come down here, you've got a back office tour. It teaches you how to access your back office. This tells you how to set up your 3 wallets so you can get paid, probably of benefit if you've been in less than 48 hours. You need to become qualified brand ambassador, and then you can set up your wallet. And then we have this business training, product education training, and team recordings. If you hit on the business training, it's going to take you to the 5-point recruiting system. This is a system that has built several, wow, did I literally just close all that out? Several self-made millionaires. And 6- and 7-figure income earners, and it's not changed. Oh my gosh, guys, wow. I don't know what I just did there. Okay, so all right, we're gonna get back here. Business training. You do not have to be a rocket science to make this work. It's going to go through your goal, which we've already set. We've done some system review. We've talked about qualified brand ambassador already. So now what? We've got to create your names list. So if you click in here, it's going to give you 100, project 100, race to 100. How do I get my top 10 board of directors, which we're going to talk about? And you're going to make a huge list of names. And this is going to prompt you. And I highly recommend you do not skip this step. And people are like, well, I'll just do it. I'll just send stuff. And then my messenger will be my list. And there is some validity to that. I do agree. But you can also, what you write down, your track. So what you have on paper, there's a heart-brain connection. And I swear, in my 17 years of doing this, every single time somebody makes a big list of names and they start contacting and reaching out to those people already feel them coming. All of a sudden, I write Caroline Small's name down on the list. I call Caroline, hey, Caroline, just wanted to see if you had a quick 6 minutes to chat. I wanted to tell you what happened to me. She's like, oh my gosh, that's so weird. I was just thinking about you. Yeah. Well, I just started this new GLP-3 product. I'm already down 4 pounds. I've decided to represent it and I'm looking for people to partner with. Would you be open to me sending you some information? Yeah, you would? Okay, great. And then I would start tracking that. We have tracker forms too. This is my favorite one. I'll put this in the chat. My favorite one is this tracker form 30. Okay. And if you click here, it talks about recruiting your first 6 people. This is how you become a 3-star. And I'll put this in the chat too. Okay, this is my favorite one right here. Okay, so if you want to, oops, I guess everyone, I don't know why I put that in the waiting room, everyone in meeting, send. Okay, you can print that out today and start filling that out. And the best thing to do is just go straight through your cell phone. Just go straight through your phone. A's, B's, C's, D's, E's. Who would you call, right? Who are your top 10 people that are business minded that you would want to share this with right away? Because if you make a huge names list, I want you to go back and highlight your top 10 These are people that you know if they said yes, they would make a difference in your business. You're almost scared to call them a little bit. You're like, oh my gosh, if Becky says yes, something big is going to happen, right? If Michelle says yes, something big is going to happen. Okay. So, am I frozen? Did somebody just say that? No? Okay, cool. All right. So let's get back to it. So you'd go in there and that's what you would print out first. All right. So I like to start like that, because if every single one of you made this really simple on yourself, because I know it's easy to get lost in the sauce when you're like, well, she told me to contact all these people and now I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, da, da, da. Follow the recruitment system. This will never steer you wrong. This is going to teach you how to create a story even before you have a story. So you're like, the first thing is like, okay, why did I say yes to 3? And maybe you haven't had this life-changing result in the products, but you just feel really good, or you haven't even gotten your products yet. And you're like, well, I just know that the science is there and I want to make money. It's going to help you develop that story and be like, okay, what happened before 3? Why did I say yes to 3? And where do I see myself going? That vision, casting a big vision is the most important piece to be able to get out there right away. Okay. So once you get that out there, like, hey, I'm so excited. I saw the science behind this company that's launching right now in my area. I'm looking for 10 people to partner with to really build a big book of business, but only if you see the value. If I sent you some information on it, would you take a look and assess it for me? Let me know if you'd want to partner with me. That's a great business approach. I see myself being able to build a big book of business here. I see myself being able to earn a lot of money and help a lot of people in the process. And I'm looking for people to partner with. Is that you? Would you be open to earning additional income right now? You would? Okay. Can I send you some information? Right. And I would send them out any pre-recorded presentation that has to be complete. Like I just did that one the other night. I did some Q&A at the end, but if you shared that, just get through the first 20 minutes or something, let them know. Okay. But it's so important for them to see all of it, not just a Dr. Dan video, not just something on the business, but both. I really feel like when you're doing your job right here, you're giving them all the information up front and letting them decide. Remember, we educate, they decide, we support. We educate, they decide, we support. We educate, they decide, we support. How many times can you share the 3 story in a day? How many times can you share your 3 story in a day, get somebody excited, and then send them to a tool or send them to a live Zoom or send them to the next in-person event? It's really just those 3 things. Connecting, presenting, and following up. Connecting, presenting, following up. Connecting, presenting, following up. What am I going to do today? Connect, present, and follow up. Invite people to take a look. That's connecting. Okay. Sending a tool. Don't be a fool. Use a tool, right? Or getting them on a live event or booking a one-on-one or whatever that means to you. And then following up immediately. What did you like about what I sent you? If I could get you on a phone call with my mentor and partner who's earned 7 figures in this industry, would you be open to listening? Right? And you want to do follow-up with your business partner. So again, I'm going to leave this up to you. I want you to know it's here. Okay. I want you to make a really big names list today if you haven't yet done so. And I want you to start contacting those people using the connecting and inviting scripts. And here, this Scripts for Success talks about quick talking points on the company. If you're like, I don't know what to say, this is quick talking points on the company. Look, it says in here, how many countries we're in. That should say 14. We're at 14. How much money we've earned, Dr. Dan, his credentials, da, da, da. But wouldn't it just be easier to send a pre-recorded Zoom? Yes. It would be easier to send a pre-recorded Zoom, see how much they get through. Because it's going to take you 3 to 4 to 5 to 7 times of reaching out before somebody says yes anyways. So send them something that gives them all the information and follow up. Then invite them to get on with your mentor. Invite them onto a follow-up 3-way call right away. Okay. This Scripts for Life teaches you how to talk to anybody online. This virtual launch script is how you invite somebody onto a Zoom call. So we're doing all these live Zooms right now, all these showcases, right? So, hi, name, I'm reaching out, and I would send this in a voice invite. It's too long to send in a text. If you know how to send a voice note, I would. It's just like you click the plus sign at the bottom of your texts and it brings up, you scroll up, it says audio, hit audio, start recording. I would be like, hey, Becky, hope you're doing well. I'm reaching out to you for a reason, but first and foremost, how are you? Just wanted to check in, see how you're doing. And also, I wanted to let you know that I recently partnered with a new proactive wellness company. I've decided to build out global distribution centers. And I think you're the perfect person to take a look at what I'm doing now because I know that you have such influence in your community. People listen to you. They really appreciate how you're knowledgeable, whatever it is, compliment them. And I know you love cutting edge wellness, right? You've got such a great business mind. Tell the truth. Tell them why you thought of them in a loving way. Listen, I'm hosting an online showcase with my business mentor, Nicole Barone. It's going to be on Sunday at this time. If I sent you a link to listen in, would you be open to taking a look? Okay. Or you might want to say something like, hey, are you busy tonight? Honestly, are you busy Saturday at this time? No. Why? Well, listen, I've recently partnered with this new proactive wellness company. I'd love for you to put eyes on it. Could you give me a few minutes of your time if I sent you a link to listen in? I'll be on too. Okay. So this is how you reach out, reach out, reach out. How many times can you share the 3 story in a day? And the reason that's so significant is because it's all we ever do. Don't go to work to make this business complicated. Get the information into people's hands, into their phones, into their face, online, in person, meet them at a coffee shop, whatever it is. Do something that gets them excited, that allows them to see what 3 is offering them, and then, take the order. Take the order. Okay. So I highly encourage you to make this your friend. There's also, how to overcome objections in here, a 3-way call script. I mean, all of it is in here. Closing scripts has the overcoming objections in there. You guys, it's just a really perfect system if you plug in. Okay, now we're going to dive back down. Presenting, these are presenting tools. So now you're like, well, what do I send? Okay, so here's live online presentations. Make sure you look for one. Virtual launch script, teaching how to do that. Here's some business stories. This needs to be updated as well. I've got the newest one. I think I put it in the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp is going to be the best place for you to find the newest information. The WhatsApp and your app. The WhatsApp team, WhatsApp group, Legacy Makers on WhatsApp. We put a lot of content in there, and all you have to do is click on media, docs, and links and find the latest, okay, of what's been produced, or go to our Legacy Makers YouTube channel and find the latest presentation there. Or what I would do is ask the person who invited you, on today, or the person who enrolled you, can I send the links that you sent me? Absolutely. Or have them teach you how to use their app so they can send links from their app, okay? It's that simple. If you need to book a personal Zoom, I show everybody this. This is my personal calendar. Happy to help in any way I can. I prefer to do, and this is my team standard, I prefer to help you do follow-up versus presenting right now. So if you've got people that have already seen a tool, I want you to book them on here for follow-up. And you might say something like, hey, I would love for you to meet my mentor, Adrienne. She's been in this business for 17 years. When's the best time for you on, the 30th at, I've got, 2:30 p.m. Okay, great. You put your information in here, not theirs. You put your information in there and you tell me about your guest. My guest is a personal trainer and her name is da 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 da. Okay, tell me what's going on. Tee me up. Okay, and then I'm happy to help in any way I can. Available to everybody. The reason that even is available, and I tell people all the time, like I'm not trying to say I'm not busy, but I am busy. And I have that available because when I first started in this industry, it was very difficult for me to get a hold of my upline leaders. It was very difficult for me to partner with somebody who could say that they already had earned 6 and 7 figures. It was hard to reach them. I don't want to be hard to reach. So if it's not on my calendar, it doesn't exist in my world. If you need my attention, if you need some assistance, please, please, please get on the calendar. And I'm always there. I have to live and breathe off of that. Okay. So if you're like, she's not answering my phone call or she didn't get back to me, get on the calendar. Okay. And send me a text. I need you. Okay. And I'll be there. All right. Online presentations. This is going to go to, this is going to send you the virtual, that's not updated. Go to the YouTube channel. Okay. Go to the YouTube channel. The team YouTube channel is, and I know we're going through a lot of logistics here. The team YouTube channel, trainings and recordings. It's somewhere. Oh, it's under trainings and recordings there. Enrollment form, welcome letter, onboarding, team calendar, overcoming objections, closing scripts, book a follow-up Zoom, follow-up call guide. It's all here. It's all here. Okay. Are we good? Okay. Enough of that. Let's come back. All right. So we've made our list. We're going to track our success. Okay. And we're just going to do it. And I'll never forget the day that I decided, I got home from a big event. I'll never forget that I decided I was just going to do it the way they told me to do it. Because before I was just so unfocused. I was all over the place. I was working two jobs. I was a tired, broke single mom. I was in scarcity mindset. I was in, overwhelm. And so I was working like an overwhelmed person. And that was okay. I was still making a couple extra $100 a month, but I wasn't making the big bucks. But somebody said to me, you got to recruit a board of directors. You have to make a list, call that list, connect that list, follow the list, follow up with that list, keep going. Okay. So we've gone through all of this now. The fortune is in the follow up. It's about creating a call continuum. If you were in traditional business, you would need a pipeline of customers. What you're doing here is you're building out a pipeline of customers, a pipeline of people that you've already connected, presented, and you're going to continue following up with until. And you're like, gosh, Adrienne, that sounds a little pushy. No, it's not. I always say I follow up with people until. And I can tell you, very few people have ever yelled at me and said, I don't want to hear more about your business. They don't. Because every time I'm following up, that first touch within 24 to 48 hours, hey, thank you so much for viewing that presentation. I really, really, really would love your feedback. What did you like about what you saw? I don't ask them what they thought. That's too broad. What did you like about what you saw? Oh, you like the products? You like the idea of being able to earn additional income? You like the idea of being able to help others? Okay, what else did you like? And I'll keep going. What else? What else? What else? If you could see yourself earning an extra $500 per month by promoting 3, how much time could you give me each week? Okay, here's what I'll do. If you get started today, I'm going to promise you an hour of my time every single week where we're going to work this business together. If you bring me more than 100 names, I'll work 2 hours a week with you to help you make this happen. And I will literally dive into their list and help them do the same thing. The turnaround is quick. I need to help them get 2 people within their first 24 to 48 hours, right? I need to help them open up their business. So as you're following up and you're continuing, you're going to follow up with a leader. You're going to follow up with information. Hey, I'm not sure if you saw our latest product. It's called GLP-3. Is it okay if I send you some info on it? Here it is. You're always following up with a tool, with kindness, with some type of, how are you? How's it going? It can be that simple. I was just thinking about you today, Irene. How are you feeling today? How are you doing today? It doesn't always have to be, hey, are you ready now? But you do have to ask the question, right? You do have to say, would you like to partner with me? I'm looking for partners. Is that you? We always say kinetic is for closers instead of coffee is for closers, but it's true. What did you like? What else did you like? Do you feel you have enough information to get started today? I use that line like it's going out of style. Do you feel that you have enough information to get started today? I do. Great. What card do you want to put this on? I literally will go straight into taking the order. As soon as they say they feel like they have enough information to get started, great. What card do you want to put this on? I didn't ask them what pack they wanted yet. I said, what card do you want to put this on? What's your address? What's your date of birth? Okay, what email do you want your welcome letter sent to? Perfect. I go straight into taking the order. And the reason that is because it's just so much more simple for them. I like to place their first order. If they go, oh, no, I'm not ready to do that yet. That's okay. I'll send you a link. You can either enroll yourself or I can do it in 5 minutes and send you a welcome letter. Which do you prefer? Simplicity is key. Keeping it simple is key, right? If I could show you a way to get blank, 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 would you be opposed to getting started today? And I know some people are like, oh, wait, no, don't use the word opposed. It's in the negative. You should say, are you open to getting started today? But honestly, sometimes when you use this on closing, when you use the word opposed, that means they have no objections left. There's no questions left. They're ready to give you the credit card. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Let me help you open your account. Where would you like this shipped? What card will you be using today? That's how you take the order in a 1, 2, 3. Awesome. So excited. Let me help you open your account. Where would you like this shipped? What card will you be using today? You already got their name. You've already got their phone number, most likely, if you're on the phone with them, right? Where do you want your product shipped to? What card would you be using today? What pack would you like? What budget do you want to stay within? Let's get your account open. Let's get you started. All right. Next thing. All right. Next thing. Building it big. Why 3? Why now? You want to become a 3-star. The reason this is, and let this come full circle for you right now. You want to do this level up success tracker form to help you get your first 6 people. The numbers don't lie. If you connect with 30 people, like I just talked about, you're going to collect a decision. A yes, no, maybe so for them taking a look at a presentation, not a quick link, at a presentation. Out of those 15, 6 will say yes to onboarding into 3. 6. Now, out of those 6, we need them to come on with at least 100 CV or greater, right? Because if we're going 3-star, there's a position called 3-star. This is what opens it up. And it's a total of 3,600 PGV. That's personal group volume. PGV is everybody who orders in your organization, okay? Both left and right. So that's what this position requires. It's no more than 600 CV per personally enrolled leg, which means even if they came on with the largest pack of the simple 6, that's not going to give you the 900 CV. It only counts 600. It's going to give you the full CV to get paid on in the cycles, but the only 600 of that counts towards this rank. And the reason that is they don't want somebody coming in and just buying $3,600 in PGV and calling themselves a 3-star. They did zero work for that. They want you to build a team. They want you to have a base of people that you've partnered with so that you can duplicate forward and duplicate a big book of business. All right, you're looking for 6. So you would need at least 900 on one leg and 900 on the right. So let me explain this. What is 900 plus 900? It's 1,800 PGV. How much is needed? 3,600 PGV. So if you have 900 down the left and 900 down the right between orders, these are orders coming in from people you've recruited, okay? What happens is you're only missing 1,800 more. So when you look at this example, L1 means you personally sponsored them. That's somebody you personally brought on board. L2 is like if I enroll Caroline and Caroline enrolls Christine, Christine's my L2. Christine enrolls Raquel, Raquel's my L3. Does that make sense? Okay. So what would happen is I'm going to personally sponsor 6 people to open my personal business center to get to 3-star. And what I require is 3,600 PGV, 900 from the left, 900 from the right. That's 1,800. Now I need 1,800 more total. Doesn't matter where it comes from. Left, right, whatever. Doesn't matter. As long as I've knocked out 900 on the left and 900 on the right. That is not that difficult to do. Trust me when I say this. It is not that difficult to do. People are excited. They're purchasing 500 CV of just 15 bottles of GLP-3 right now. How many of those would you need? Right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, right? You need still around 6 to 7 people coming in with that pack. So you recruit 3 on the left and 3 on the right. Now, this is a little different for those of you guys who've been in for a little bit, and I know I only have 10 minutes left. I want you to schedule what's called a T chart. Do you see how it's you at the top and then you've got left, right, and it looks like a T? Those lines make a T. When we do a T chart, it means I'm going to assess your business center. For those of you who haven't done this in the last 30 days, you're probably ready for a new assessment. You either need to get with your upline leader and do a new assessment to help you maximize how you're going to use GLP-3 to get to your next rank, or you just need it so you know and you have a direction of where to run. Some of us, we look in our back offices, we pull reports, we pull charts, and you're like, I need help. It's too much. Okay, get help. That's what the calendar is for. We go in and you can show me where your power up is sitting. I'm not going to go into that right now, but other things like that. And then we can help plan and strategize and map out how not just to get to 3-star, but how to build 3-stars underneath you to build out a 6- and 7-figure income. This is not throwing noodles against a wall and hoping something sticks. When you really start building a big business here, you're going to realize how calculatable it is and what you need to do. But for now, for those of you who are just getting started, you want to use the Level Up Your Success Tracker form, get through it as fast as you possibly can, and don't do it alone. Work with the person that invited you on board. Put people on calls. Michelle out of Canada put me on a call with 4 of her teammates the other day and one that was taking a look. That's the way to do it. How many times can she do that per week? Boom, 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 boom. Knock it out. Get people on. Bring them in, plug them in. Send welcome letters, get them plugged into the team. How fast can you do that? That is how you know you can rest easy at night, because you're doing the work. That's called doing the work. Okay. All right. We're looking for your best 10 ASAP, as soon as possible. It doesn't happen overnight, but you're looking for this type of personality. So if I was to give you the direction of where you should be looking when it comes to who you're calling and connecting with, and I'm not going to say, they're not going to say yes sometimes on the first time. I didn't. I didn't say yes right away to the business. It took my neighbor at least, I don't even know, 7 times of me taking a look before I finally got to an event. Once I got to the event, he said, I know, he put his arm around me lovingly. I know that you can do this. Because I discounted myself even sitting in the room. I was like, I'm too busy. I don't know how I'd fit this in. I'm excited, but I don't know how to make it work. And he put his arm around me and he said, I think if you could do even an hour a week, you could quit one of your jobs. But see, he knew my personality. I was a D and an I. So let's look at this is called DISC. It's something that we train. These are personality types. DISC, dominance, influence, steadiness, and conscientious. There are 4 types of personalities: dominant, influential, steady, and conscientious. You are not looking for the S's and C's out of these 10. You are looking for D's and I's. And the reason that's significant, I was a D and an I. I am very results driven. I like control. I'm very decisive. I'm confident, and I'm competitive with myself and with others. All right. I am competitive. I also am quick to the point and I want efficiency. I'm always looking for efficiency. And the flip side of that, I am a people person and I am very positive and I am social and enthusiastic. I'm persuasive. I'm expressive. I use my hands to talk, right? I'm friendly. I'm energetic and I'm story driven. If somebody tells me a story and it excites me, I'm going to go share it, right? So who do you know that's a D&I? As you go to fill out that tracker form 30, you're going to highlight the top 10 people who are like, let's go. They use verbiage like, let's go, let's win. Don't slow me down. Don't tell me what to do. Let's have fun. Let's connect. Everyone's invited. Oh, everyone's invited to the call tonight. I can't wait to see you on. All right. The S's and C's, they're going to say things more like, let's work together. Let's keep it comfortable. Let's be steady, right? Let's do it right with details and precision. Okay, let's do it right, but let's not wait forever, Barb. Okay. So these are the types of people that you're looking for. They drive momentum. They build relationships and energy. They're not afraid to turn around and send a link. They're not afraid to call their friend and say, hey, do you have a quick 6 minutes to chat? There's something I want to share with you. I'm super excited about. I got to tell you what happened to me. I started on this little tincture. It's like this little GLP-3 thing, and I'm already down 4 pounds. Wanted to share that with you. Stop. Silence. Or maybe it wasn't you. I partnered with this company because my friend told me she was down 4 pounds in her first week on this little tincture. I had to tell you. Well, Adrienne, what is it? Exactly. Can I send you a video on it? I need you to get through at least the first 10 minutes of it. Right? How many times can you do that? With these people, the D's and the I's are the ones who are not going to wait. They're going to dive in. That's how you build your board of directors. Well, what happens is you go out, this board of directors becomes this big book of business. You know, it doesn't, you could have 500,000 people in your organization because of 5 people who said yes, 5 D's and I's, 5 people who are willing to do the work and put the time in and never give up and never give up. That's the key to success. Some people, they look at other people and they're like, well, how come? And comparison is, the thief of joy, right? They look at somebody who's been in the business for 2 weeks and they've already become 3-star and they're like, well, I've been in a year and I'm not a 3-star yet. Okay. That person did something you didn't. What do you think it is? It always comes down to this: consistency, focus, consistency. They went for it. They didn't take no for an answer. Okay. There are people who win because they like to win. And there are people who sit back and want to watch people win. You're looking for the people who like to win and you want to embody the characteristics of a winner. When is the last time you won at something? When is the last time you felt good about yourself? When is the last time you're like, that was a good decision, I did something really good? When is the last time you received, any type of award or experience? What does that feel like? What did that feel like? And I want you to go out and I want you to ask yourself that. What did it feel like to stand on that stage? What did it feel like to receive that type of recognition? What did it feel like to be told I'd done a good job? Right? You want to take that feeling into when you're calling these people and looking for this board of directors. You only need 10 good ones. I know, you really only need 2. In this compensation plan, if you found two people right away, right out the gate that were like racehorses, they're thoroughbreds, they just boom, they went for it, you could be a millionaire with just two people in this compensation plan. But you got to find the two. It's like looking for four aces in a deck of cards. You've got everyone does the work. You've got to pay your dues. I don't know how long that's going to be for you. I really don't. I mean, it took me 18 months of being in my first company before I finally was like, I can't cut corners. I got to make a list. I got to call everybody on the list. I got to collect a yes, no, or maybe so. I got to get my D's and my I's, my top 10 people on my list on with my business partner. I can't do that alone. I need assistance. I need them to come in and share their 6 and 7 figure story to get them excited because I don't have one yet. I'm borrowing Adrian's belief. I'm borrowing Tracy's belief. I'm borrowing Caroline's belief until I have my own financial story, right? I'm sharing that. Well, I just got started, but my team, the team that I work with, they're multimillionaires. Why not you? Leverage that. I only have a few minutes left. Okay, so for you to build it, I went backwards instead of forward, sorry. You want to build belief with events. What is an event? Any presentation, any live event, any Zoom call with your business partner, any in-person event, any corporate held event. We just got back from leadership when they announced this project. I'm telling you right now, this is where the rubber meets the road. We are going into year 3 of 3. May 23rd will be our 3-year birthday. Between years 3 to 5, the people who say yes and get to work, you will never have to work again if you play your cards right. If you do what I'm telling you to do. And you do it over and over and over again until. And you teach other people to do it over and over and over and over again until. You will never look back. Your life will never look the same. You'll be on free trips. You'll pay for trips. You guys will have whatever cars you want. You'll be able to be in whatever house you want. You'll be able to take your family on vacation. You'll be able to donate to philanthropic efforts of your choice. You're going to help a lot of people. This is the concept. And I know it feels like you're, herding cats sometimes, as Jim Rohn would say, but this is the concept of I'd rather have 1 hour of 100 people's time than 100 hours of Miranda's time working a 9 to 5, 100 hours of Jessica's time working 9 to 5. Okay. Anyone can get a job. This is not that. This is you building a legacy for you and your family. And you're going to build it in the pockets of your life. And you may have to sacrifice some time in the beginning, but it will pay off in the end. You guys might be a little tired if you're working like I was. I was working 2 jobs. I was doing personal training. I was doing an outside sales and marketing job. I was a mom of 4.5-year-old twin girls. If I can do this, so can you. If I could find an hour and a half in my day, 5 days a week, and still be on weekends with my kids, so can you. Knock out all the excuses. Get through your tracker form 30. Do 3 of them. Do 3 tracker form 30s in the first 90 days. That would be my tip to ensure promptness. Do you want to make a lot of money fast or faster? Are you with me? You can do it. All right. We don't have leadership but here's what we want to do. We want to see you guys at the next event. I'm going to stop sharing for a second. I'm going to see you guys at the next event, whatever that means. Right now, we know that there's going to be some events coming up in June. And we have the 6-month thing. I think I put it in the WhatsApp group that shows that what's kind of coming. They're going to start regionals. There could be a regional in your area. If that regional is 3 hours away from you, I still want you to drive there and I want you to load your car up with human beings. Okay, put people in your car and get them there. Get them in front of the room. You'll never regret hustling to get to the next event and bringing your team of people with you, because that is sales training and that is training that your team is getting, not from you. You don't even have to do it. You just need to be the one who invites them and gets them in the room. Okay. All right. So we are at the top of the hour. It's 11 o'clock. I'm going to stop sharing right now. I'm going to stop recording. And what the live is still going though. Okay. And what we're going to do is I'm happy to do some Q&A real quickly for anyone who's got any questions about how to build a book. Oh yes. Monday night with Daniel and Dr. Dan. Monday night with Daniel, our CEO, and Dr. Dan is coming. If somebody wants to put the graphic in there, or I suppose I can right now that I'm not sharing, you can do that too. But whatever the next event is what you're on and you're inviting people to. So that names list that you've got in front of you, every single next event, everybody on the names list gets invited, even if they didn't attend the first thing, or even if they didn't watch the video. Do you see me? It's consistently working that names list until, right? All right. Okay. I literally have no idea who it is. How awesome. Somebody just came on board. Yeah, people are sharing. Get your first post out there. Make a post on your social media today. Like, I'm so excited. We just launched this new product, TLP3, and share why you're excited, and then do a graphic or take a picture with your bottle. Like, hi, new product. Do you know who sells? You do. This is so funny. People ask me all the time, well, how do I promote myself online? You promote yourself. Nobody wants to see my face, Adrian. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Everybody online is a natural voyeurist. You'd be surprised who's watching you. Put it in your stories. Put it everywhere. You guys, you can't go wrong right now with it. Literally any piece of information you put out there is better than no information. Truly, you're gonna have people get excited as soon as they do. You want to go back and listen to Tracy Smith's training from yesterday, where she talks about how to connect with people online. Anybody who likes or comments is your customer. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tracy. There it is in the chat, you guys. The next event is good. It's a global Zoom. Dr. Dan's gonna be on it. Whatever the next event is what you're inviting people to. Okay. All right. Any questions for me, my friends? Nope. Okay. Listen, you're here for a reason. Make it count. Make today count. Everybody has the same 24 hours in their day. What can you do in 20 minutes? In the next 20 minutes, when you jump off this call, if you're making a list, that's fine. But in the next 20 minutes, you should be at least messaging out or voice messaging two people or calling two people and sharing with them that you've started something new, what you're excited about, why you're doing it. Not everyone's going to receive, people don't like change and they're confused by it sometimes. So don't let the highs get too high and the lows get too low. If people say no right away, just know it's a KNOW. They don't know enough yet to say no to you. So you're going to be like, listen, Debbie, I know that this is crazy. Yes, I know. Let me send you a link. Before you say no to me, do me the favor of taking a look. Watch the first 5 minutes. Watch the first 10 minutes. Before you say no to me, take a look. Okay. Somebody says to you, oh, it's one of those things. What do you mean by that? Oh, it's, one of those things where you come in and you make money and somebody else makes money and somebody else makes money. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like a lot of people making a lot of money. Why would you say no to that? Okay. Do you know what I mean? All right. There's ways to answer this. What do you mean by that is always the response. Well, have you had an experience with that before? Was it good or bad? Right. These are all closing the scripts for life. You guys, if you go into those scripts on there, you will never be without words. Never be without words. I have mastered those scripts. They're in here. It's like a database. You can't get it out of my head now. Why? I have taken so much time on doing that, with people. You learn by doing. Get into action. Go make a mess. Okay? We'll help you clean it up. If somebody's like, no, I can't stand that you said that to me, Michelle, oh my gosh, wah! Be like, listen, maybe you misunderstood, but you might not misunderstand my business partner. You've got to meet Adrian. You've got to meet Bob. You've got to meet George. You've got to meet Tracy. Could I at least get 6 minutes of your time on a Zoom call or on a phone call today so you could meet them? Right? Let us help you. Let us help you. Don't do it alone. Okay, those are my tips. We're 5 minutes over. I love you. Go make a mess. Okay, we'll help you clean it up. You're building a big book of business, not a small book of business. You're casting a large net. That's why you need to reach out. We call this network marketing for a reason. You're out there building a big net. The larger the net, the more fish you catch. Okay, I gave you all the tools. All right. So what I like about that is nobody's in question. You can go back to the 5-point recruiting system if you have a question. You go back to the scripts if you have a question. Okay. And then you jump on a Zoom. You invite people. Keep it simple. We connect, they present, we follow up. We educate, they decide, we support. I love that. Those are all 3 things you can do in 3 right now. All right, you guys, make it a great day. I will see you later. And Just believe in yourself. Trust that you made the right choice and trust that you're leading others to make a good choice too. Just believe. Posture is everything. And if you do it imperfectly, that's okay. But I mean, it's different, right? When I first got started, I was very timid. I didn't know. I was afraid I wasn't going to have all the answers to the questions they might have. Well, that's why you work with a teammate. That's why somebody's always a text away. Don't be afraid. Okay? Just get to work and ask lots of questions. You got this. Okay? I believe in you. All right, we'll see you later, my friend.